What is going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from AK Nation TV here on YouTube, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, definitely follow me on all social media, Twitter and Instagram at Wes the Good Guy. I'm here to talk about the challenge, episode 17, entitled Feel the Burn. And now I didn't know the title of this before I started watching it. I found out the title afterward. And now I know why they called it Feel the Burn, but like, really? Like, after practically a whole season of Burner and her crazy antics, okay, this is finally her situation where an episode is actually titled after her. Like, what? I'm not here for it. But anyways, the challenge starts immediately, okay? There's no last time on the challenge, okay? We get right into the thick of things, and I'm looking at my notes just to make sure I don't get anything misconstrued, okay? Corey says, should we act like we are doing something? Olivia is breaking her neck trying to see who's coming through. And last week, you know, baby daddy and, you know, the good next door neighbor, Horacio, and Kyland. Shout out to Kyland for doing it. Because baby, I'm amped. Before I segue into the episode, shout out to Kyland Young for doing the interview with me. I appreciate it. I was his first full-length interview. Bam. Okay. A colored boy over here, a black man over here was the first one to get the interview done. Then, you know, he went on to the Lesters and got the, got the other interviews done. That's what I'm calling it. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it because I'm calling it. What? You know, at least my interview was done on a specific day. You know what I'm saying? His interviews, he wore the same shirt on both his interviews. He had to get a whole new outfit for me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to baby daddy. That's baby daddy right there. Shout out to him. Hopefully we do some more videos in the future. I really want to get Nurys up on here. I want to get Nurys up on here. Nurys is the MVP of this season. And I didn't really know that she was going to be that. Because we started off with Nurys kind of like, meh. You know what I'm saying? Meh. But she became the MVP of this season. Her, the female MVP, and Kyland, the male MVP. Let's give it to them both. A round of applause. You know what I'm saying? And then Horacio was just collateral damage because everyone was scared of him. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. But baby, they is pissing in they underoos waiting to see who about to come through the house. And you know, Nurys is walking through and she feeling herself. And I'm feeling herself too. You know what I'm saying? She coming through muddy and everything. And she like, it's just me, I'm here. There's no one else coming with you? No, there's no one else. Baby, I'm here for it. And they acting like they care, like they're hugging her, like, oh, we're happy you're back. Y'all hoes ain't happy nothing. Y'all hoes ain't happy nothing. And in this moment, I'm her. In this moment, I'm Nurys. I feel like, in my heart of hearts, I feel like Nurys ate this moment up way longer than what the edit gave us. In my heart, that's what I feel. Because Nurys and Kyland, they both spitfires at the mouth. Before Nurys went in, Nurys was saying she'll box Bern down. And so in my mind, I'm like, we ain't getting the full wrath of Nurys in this edit. And I really want to know what happened in this edit because she was too cool, calm. And I'm not saying she can't be too cool, calm, collected, right? Because she ended it with F all y'all hoes. And then Olivia went, you know, walking away. F all y'all hoes. That's how we ended it. But I felt like something else was said there because it is F all you hoes. You know what I'm saying? Jay looking like he concerned. Olivia worried. Everybody, oh my God, you made it. Michelle, yes, she made it. What? You know what I'm saying? What? All this fake stuff. I'm not here for this fake stuff. And you know who else I really would like to interview? I really would like to interview Corey because I have to give it to Corey. I don't agree with the side that he was on particularly because I felt like that side shitted on him in the very beginning of the show. And then he kind of like worked his way back onto the good side and the good graces of Massa. You know, let me not do that. I'm not going to say Massa. I'm not going to do that. But that's the vibe I'm getting, right? And so he worked his way back into everyone's good graces, and now he's in the finale. But I feel like someone like Corey, and this is me and my interpretation. This may not be his thing, right? But someone like Corey, gay and black, coming off the heels of his situation with Huey and how that whole debacle went in that last season, everybody was looking at him kind of slant. You know what I'm saying? Coming from that, I'm feeling like Corey is going to ride the hero wave all the way through, right? I feel like he's going to do that all the way through. They shit on him in the very beginning of the season. He works his way up and he's in the final. I gotta respect that. It just sucks that the people that he was connected with are the villains of this particular season. So it's like guilty by association, right? We see clips of Corey talking about, oh, we need to clips of Corey and Kyland talking about, oh, we need to go against that side. Oh, we need to stick up for ourselves. Oh, we need to. And the two of them never make that happen, but they end up in the final. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that Corey is like top dog villain like Michelle and JR, but it's like, damn it, man. I just wish that his allegiance was with the heroes of the season. And I don't care any which way you want to slice it, okay? You got the villains of the season and you got the heroes of the season. Nurys, Kyland, Horacio, Raven, Zaza, those are the heroes of this season, period. They just are. You know what I'm saying? And it matters to people like me because we the reason why they keep coming on these shows. The people that watch are the reason why they keep coming on these shows. So I say all that to say, listen, Corey is the only black person. Well, I'm not gonna say only black person because I don't know what Nurys is. I don't know what Nurys is, and I don't know what Mariah. I think Mariah is Puerto Rican is mixed with something, and then Nurys is Latino, or I mean not Latino, but Latino. Anyway, I don't know what these people are. But Corey, the only black man left in this season. So I want to rep him hard, but I feel like he was just aligned with the wrong people. And that's just, I'm a viewer, I can watch, I can have my opinion. I'm not saying anything bad about Corey. I just think he was aligned with the wrong people. And I'm going on a tangent. This might be a long video. I'm going on a tangent because I would like to interview Nurys, and I would like to interview Corey. I really would. Oh my God, Jay is his turner. Okay, let me get back. I am in a space where I'm like, F everybody. They try hugging her. You know, Olivia's crying to Michelle. Michelle tries to convince Olivia that, you know, maybe if y'all just talk it out, it'll be cool. You felt you had to do what you had to do. No, Michelle, you Mariah backed her into a corner. Or Emmanuel, since Emmanuel says it was his plan, y'all backed her into a corner and you can't make her feel nothing. She should have had her own mind anyway if she was a real one. She should have had her own mind and I'm sorry, this video about to be all over the place. She should have had her own mind if she was a real one. You know what I'm saying? But y'all backed her in the corner. Y'all had that conversation with her. She decided to go on the villainous side. So, you know, her crying to Michelle and all this it's doing too much for me. It really is at this point. Jay and Mariah dancing, that Kyland and Horacio going. Then Emmanuel come in, he start dancing with them. That Kyland and Horacio is going. You know what I'm saying? And again, I see a lot of the tweets, and you know, the tweets are, oh, y'all wanted us to have two of the strongest people come to the final, so we may not win. No, that's not really what it was, or that's not really what it is for me. It's just the way how y'all went about getting them out. It's the fact that y'all had friends backstabbing each other. It's the game of it all. It's the fakeness of it all. Not the game. It's the fakeness of it all. And y'all end up looking like villains. There's a way to make it to the final and be a hero. There is the only person in this seven-person lineup that is a hero is Nurys. That's the only person. Nurys is the only hero in this lineup of villains. Kyland, I'm going to go down the line. I know I'm all over the place with this, but listen, sit down, have y'all coffee, y'all drink, whatever. Let's chill. I'm going to go down this line, the thumbnail. Kyland, she's a mole. She lied to both sides, played both sides, and had no allegiance to nobody but herself. If you was in a winning seat, she would have had an allegiance with you. But if you were not in the winning seat, clearly we saw Kyland was not in the winning seat, so she didn't have an allegiance with him. She's a villain. She may be cute, cool outside of the house, but inside this game, she's a straight villain. You can't trust her. Jay came in as an underdog, as a hero. I was vibing with Jay. Jay immediately became the villain, the head honcho, the new bananas in charge, okay? And was talking to people disrespectfully, thinking that he calling people out, cussing at people disrespectfully, trying to sun people disrespectfully, talking to the women like he Ike and they Tina. And he betrays his friends over and over again, but expects allegiance and loyalty from his friends. Crazy villain. Berner, she just crazy psycho. Crazy psycho. One day she got a happy meal. The next day she not happy no more. You know what I'm saying? One day she wake up, she on the good side. The next day she wake up, she on the bad side. If you sneeze in front of her and don't say bless you, she cussing you out. She's crazy. Okay? There's something, the edit is painting her off. Not even the edit. So many people have already disclosed in the confessional and hell in my interview that she just bat shit. Okay, something's off with her. Then you have Corey. Corey, and I know y'all don't like when I say this, but I speak on what I know and speak on what I am. Black and gay. Corey, I'm already fellowshipping with him because he black and gay, and I want him to go so far in this game, in this competition, as a black and gay boy. When do we see them? When do we see them? Name them. I can't really think of any to name. Shit, I wish I could say Kyland, but I can't think of any of them to name. So Corey, the only black and gay that I remember, okay, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Correct me in the comments. I'm talking about black. You know what I'm black. You look at him, he black. You ain't got to assume nothing. He black. You know what I'm saying? And gay. He had the drama with Huey. I was kind of let down by that. I'm like, dang, like really? Oh, that's effed up. He come back on the show. I'm like, yes, let's go. Then they pissing on him in the beginning of the season. I'm like, F all of that. Like, you don't do that. Then he had the thing with Big T, and I was like, oh, come on. She just came out as gay on the screen. Come on, like, you know what I mean? Like, I really want to figure out what was happening with that, because I feel some sort of way. And he not fully villain, because he didn't fully like have an allegiance with anyone, because he was like on the outs, really. He was really on the outs. So I'm not going to ish on him too much, but I just hate the fact that he was aligned with, in my opinion, the wrong side of the house. I'm gonna leave Corey here. Corey is a big old asterisk, okay? Then you have Nurys. Baby came, she the queen. She is the queen. She gonna tell you how she feel. She gonna come at you. She loyal. She ride or die. Even when she was put up against Kyland and Jay, she could not make a decision because she ride or die. And I swear, and she proves it, and she gets in the mud and proves it every time. She just beat 4 people back to back. And according to the way this thing is filmed, I think they did this like a couple days prior. Like 2 days ago, they just left. 2 days, they come back, she beating somebody else. They not there for no week. We see the show weekly, but they're not there a week at a time. So shout out to Nurys. Cool one, real one. I love her. I rocks with her. Emmanuel, trash. Mel KC, he ain't really in the show, but he in the show. He one of those people that will float by, don't say much, have the confessional with his mama, and then win the final. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. Because that's what happened to KC when she won Big Brother. Skated all the way through, made it to the final, and won. That's pretty much what I'm getting. And the fact that he talked all this yin-yang behind Nurys' back. Now, he mocking her in the confessional. Any man that run up on a woman or has something to say with a woman behind it, like, that's soft to me. Straight soft. Ain't nothing to respect on Emmanuel's side of the gameplay at all. He don't know me, I don't know him. He don't care about me, I don't care about him. Emmanuel sucked. And the way he disrespected Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Turning his back, all of that. You ain't all of that, because you've been floating through this whole season. Mariah, she was just hung up on James the whole time. She was in a conversation that allowed Olivia to backstab Nurys. You know what I'm saying? And all she was worried about was James. That's all she wanted. That's all she worried about. She don't care about nobody else. She just care about James. And whatever. I mean, villainous, I don't know. She was never in the Fantastic Four, so she didn't really owe anybody anything. And to her point, she was, you know, James was it for her. So it is what it is. So I'm not going to technically put Corey in the villainous role. I'm not going to put I'm not going to put Nurys in the villainous role. And Mariah teeter and totter in that line. But the rest of them all straight villains. Berna has a conversation with Michelle, and she tells Michelle that she feels betrayed because Michelle chose Olivia over her. Ciao, bye. I don't care. Not one bit. Berna says that Michelle put the friends against each other, and she felt like that was like a horrible thing to do. Like, how can you be that type of a person and pit friends up against each other, people that you claim to be cool with? At the same time, Berna, like, I don't really care what she got. I really don't. At this point, I'm not caring what she got to say. I'm not caring what none of these people got to say, to be honest. Only person I'm really caring about is Nurys, and that's it. Michelle joins Olivia and Nurys in a conversation, and this is where I have to give the Queen Nurys her props, because in a situation where her back is against the wall, predominantly the last few episodes that we've seen, right? Her boo go home, a cool friend go home. You know, she's in the house by herself. You know, her friend, you know, betrays her. I'm proud of Nurys because in this conversation that we see on our TV screens, she's poised, she's calm, she seems like she's over what happened. I don't know if she's just playing the game, but she's able to have a conversation and articulate to the women that the women, you know, need to stick together, and that the men need to go somewhere. And that if the women want a chance of winning, they all have to stick together. She's bold in that, because saying this kind of jargon to anyone, to anybody in the house that's left that really never had your back is kind of crazy, because it's going to always go back to the men. Nobody in this room, Michelle and Olivia, don't care about you. They don't. And so she's spilling out all this information to deaf ears in my mind, right? But they placate her. They're like, oh, yeah, Girls Alliance, I think that'll be cute. We get to the challenge, and it's called Drum Roll. Now, I look at these challenges, and I think I could do that. In my mind, you know, you never really know, right, until you're actually doing it. And I can admit that you never really know, right? But the way that some of these people were running along the thing, I wouldn't have been hanging off. I just wouldn't. Hold the rope tight to your chest and run. Now, I would have gassed out. And I guess maybe that's what was happening to some of them. But for them to be immediately slipping and rowing and falling off and all of that, I mean, that was just a bit much for me, right? Shout out to Corey for having a cute little leopard, shepherd, fur coat kind of moment. He looked good in that. Corey can be cute when he want to be. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a loser bracket on this, and then there's a winner bracket in this. There's no more the first one to drop is out. Right? So in my mind, I'm like, fuck. And in my mind, I'm like, I want the first 3 to drop. Let's go on. The first 3. Let's get them out of here. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't happen. We get the loser bracket. And in the loser bracket, there's Michelle, Emmanuel, Kyland, Olivia, and Mariah. You could have scrapped all of them. I wouldn't have cared. You could have scrapped all of them. And at the very beginning, you know, the whole dream of having an all-woman finale at the end is all gone, right? Because even though there's 4 women to 3 men, it's all gone, right? Because all of the women, there's 4 women in the 5 loser bracket and 1 man, Emmanuel. So I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen? Child, Berna won. And I'm like, ugh, Berna won. Like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Ugh, like Doja Cat. You know what I'm saying? Nurys says she's not talking to Berna. She's not kissing no ass. And I love that about Nurys. That's why Nurys is the queen. Mariah and James talk. I think Mariah is gorgeous. That's the one thing you can't say about this woman. This woman got a great body on her. I wonder how tall she is. She's beautiful. Nurys is beautiful. Mariah is beautiful. Kyland cute, but I just don't like her energy. She's villainous to me, and I don't rocks with that. And, child, we about to get to it. Child, they party in the house. Jay and Olivia talk, and I don't, at this particular time, understand the conversation, because in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, this girl really does not know how to politic. How are you trying to convince Jay about his friendship with Nurys when you yourself threw Nurys in the episode prior? I really think that Olivia is delusional in this moment. Now, I don't know her in real life, But I did watch a video, and I'm gonna get to it. Actually, let me go to it right now. So this is what Olivia said on the interview that she did.
Down. Me and Horacio were ride or dies. But me and Horacio were never best friends. We were not even really friends. Right? Until we went on the season Ride or Dies.
Right.
Which I never really spoke about much, and neither did he, because the show wanted us as Ride or Dies to be like brother and sister, Ride or Dies, or like in a relationship or something. They wanted more to our friendship. And we also started out as alternates on the show. So we weren't even really supposed to be on the show.
So how did you and Horacio meet in the first place? Like, how did that get?
Because our management, literally our management knew that I was contacted for the show.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, I have this guy that could be your partner.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, cool. And then me and Horacio met, and we like have been like friendly since then.
Yeah, you guys vibed, and then
we vibed, yes. But then we went on the show, and if I'm being 100% real, me and him never clicked like a ride or die, if that makes sense. I'm not discrediting our friendship. We definitely grow friendship, but it's not best friends like everyone's talking about. And you know this, obviously, but.
Okay, so my problem with that, right, is if that's the case, if y'all aren't really like best friends or whatever the case may be, why are you crying your eyes out? Are you crying your eyes out because you are afraid for how you're going to look on television? Are you crying your eyes out because you didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings? Like, why are you, if the relationship was never that deep, why are you crying your eyes out, Olivia? That's my question for Olivia. Why are you crying your eyes out? So Corey and Kyland have a conversation. Corey and Kyland have become closer during this particular season, and during the last few episodes, they've become closer. And they're saying that Jay is going to save Nurys no matter what. And again, this is where I can respect Corey because he's politicking and he's staying his black behind in the game. So I can respect him on that front, right? Bern tells Jay about the girls wanting to do a finale of women. And here's where I'm kind of like whatever with Berner. And at the same time, you got to respect it. Her allegiance was to the people she felt that she could trust. We've seen many conversations with her and Emmanuel having talks and being close and presumably cool with each other. So it only makes sense if I have a girl that tells me that she's going to smack me in the last episode, that I'm not going to want to be cool with her or help save her in this particular episode, regardless of how, if I'm going to win money or not win money. If I'm aligned and I have positive energy with someone, I'm going to save the people who I'm aligned with and have positive energy with. Because those people that she are aligned with are the villains, I feel like she's dumb because you're not beating Emmanuel in a final. You're not. You're not beating Jay in a final. You're not. In my mind, right? I know she just won the Ferris wheel thing or the hamster wheel thing, but this is the only time she's won, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it's her second. I don't know. But in a final, did she win the final situation? She didn't. You know, in my mind, right? Maybe I could be wrong. I don't know. But like, are you really going to beat these men or are you going to beat the women? Because did you come to be a challenge champ or did you come to be a lapdog or to play second fiddle or third fiddle to somebody you bring into the end? In my mind, she has a better shot against going against all women than the men, in my mind. But whatever. Berna has loyalty, and she wants to be loyal to the people that she's connected herself with to the remainder episodes of the game. Michelle's not here. She probably would have picked Michelle first. I love the fact that Michelle went home. No shade. I love the fact that Michelle went home. I love the fact that Michelle went home. I'm okay with her going home, right? And so Berna decides to tell Jay about everything that's going on with this all-girl alliance and that Nurys is the one that started it, right? Jay talks to Nurys and Jay tells her about what he's being told or whatever, and Nurys goes off. Now, Nurys goes off because in her mind and in reality, she has had Jay's back. Even though she didn't vote for him or play the game the way that he wanted her to, Nurys has had Jay's back, okay? When Nurys goes off, I'm screaming at my screens like, yes, digging at, and you know, Immediately, she sees Berna and she sees Kyland, and she calls Kyland out. Now, Kyland is acting like, oh, no, it was never me. I don't know what you're talking about. You're lying. You're lying. And so now, Nurys is looking like the angry ethnic girl, you know, and she's like, oh, whatever, whatever. And then you see Emmanuel. This is where he's villainous, talking in the thing like, oh, well, you didn't really help Jay and you didn't play on our side. So now you're looking crazy. You shouldn't be doing this. You should have been on our side. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Emmanuel, email, shut up. That's in my mind. I wrote on my notes, email, shut up, right? Child. It was really aggravating me because even in this moment, Olivia tried to call out Jay for not sticking up for Nurys. And I'm like, girl, 2 days ago, you threw Nurys in. So Olivia is trying to save face on this show so badly. It looks horrible on her. It looks horrible on her. And Nurys is literally standing by herself. Standing by herself. She has no one. She has no one. She is the queen. She is the woman MVP of this episode. This show. Y'all would have thought it was Michelle, but no, it's not. It's definitely not Michelle. Child, we get to the voting ceremony, and I'm laughing because it's really crazy how they just threw this little soft couch in the woods, honey, and they made this the scene, the voting area. But whatever. PJ tells Berna to pick people you can beat in the final, and she does not do that. Berna saves Corey. Corey made a deal with Berna to save Kyland. Kyland saves Email. Email saves Jay, and Jay saves Mariah over Nurys. And TJ calls Jay out on that and says, oh my God, are you serious? You was just bawling your eyes out at the last voting ceremony. Why are you not picking Nurys? This is crazy to me. I don't understand it. Which then allowed Nurys to go off. And I love when Nurys goes off because when Nurys goes off, I've already been going off. So me and Nurys going off together. You know what I'm saying? James, Olivia, and Nurys are going in to the 3-person elimination. And in my mind, I'm saying to myself, Nurys is coming back. She dang for sure gonna beat Olivia. And James is not gonna figure out this puzzle. I just don't think he is. And so I'm like, come through, Nurys. That'll be boss ass. You know what I'm saying? Coming through on 2 elim wins. Come through. We get through this elimination. Sorry for the long video and the rant. We get through this elimination and Nurys comes through with the victor. You know, shout out to James and his big bulge. Shout out to, no shout out to Olivia. Bye. It's karma. It's karma. Just like Nurys said, it's karma. You know what I'm saying? And Nurys come back and she's smiling, bitch. She's smiling, ready to go. And I love it. See, the thing is, for me, this whole episode, I felt like the editors really, really cut a lot of the drama out. Or in my opinion, what we should have saw with Nurys coming back into the house, wrecking hell, and then when Nurys coming back again, wrecking hell. Because if they would have sent me in twice and I had to kick out my people, because I'm not going home, baby, that house wouldn't have slapped. It wouldn't have slapped. They wouldn't have slapped. They would have felt my wrath all the way through. Baby, y'all gonna throw me. I'm gonna make y'all throw me in elimination all the way through. I'm not politicking. Y'all gonna throw me. If I'm not winning the challenge, which I felt like I would have won. If I'm not winning the challenge, I'm raining down fire on this whole house. This whole house. What? So I felt like the conversations were cut a little bit short for me. But how do you not be a boss? How do you not be a boss like Queen Nurys was? She beat Kyland Horacio. She beat James and Olivia. She come back to the house smiling their face. She said, y'all can't get rid of me. Then you got email over in the confessionals talking about, oh, we can't get rid of you. Oh, we can't get her. Shut up, email. But not only do she beat these 4 people and come back to a house of people that don't want her, she has the ability, the queen power, to try to give Mariah some grace and some humility and some love because she just sent her man home. And to me, that's who should win the final. People like Nurys should win the freaking final. You know what I'm saying? And then it don't stop there. It don't stop there because then what happens? She just came through out the ice bath, running through the dirt. She come through, take a shower, and put on that beautiful blue dress. And then she go to the club and she leading the pack. They all walking behind her because she just came and sent people home looking fine, divine wine. That's the type of people that deserve to win the challenge. That's the kind of champion you would want to be. That's it. That's all I got to say. I love Nurys. Nurys, Raven, Horacio, Kyland, aka Baby Daddy. Oh, that man's so fine. Kyland is so fine. Oh, he's so fine. Who else? Baby, I got lost. Raven, Zaza. You know what I mean? It used to be Ed, but Ed became a villain. That's why his ass got to call me. Baby, listen. Out of all these people, the only 3 people that I feel like deserve a win is Nurys first, Corey second, because they put Corey through the mud. And I'm so shocked that they was able to, like, whatever, they made up, they cool, whatever, but they put Corey through the mud, and I did not like how they treated Corey. The third person that deserves the win is Bern. She earned the last win to save her to get to the final. She earned that. Everybody else is disposable, dispensable to me. And that's just what it is. Leave your comments below. Let me know how you feel about this. Y'all need to tweet Nurys. Go to my Twitter is West the Good Guy. Tweet Nurys and be like, yo, homie, West want that interview, homie. Let Nurys know. Nurys is beautiful. She is a goddess. She's so beautiful. She slayed these last 2 episodes, and I'm so proud of her that she made it to the final on her own merit, will, strength, and determination and mental power. On her. She was not carried to the final. And that's the champ that deserves to win. Deuces.